Good morning, chat. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day. How are y'all doing? I hope you're all doing good. Let's see here. Windowed game, block game. You can change the transition time up to a bigger. It's a little bit too slow of a transition. Tad bit of playing. Let's see. What's a Luma wipe? Cancel. No. We'll keep it as fade. Fade works. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing good. Got a cup of coffee next to me, and I'm awake way earlier than I normally am. But it's fine, because we actually slept half decent last night. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So. I'm gonna need to do some inventory cleaning. Start tossing junk down into here. Okay. Just clean everything up out of my inventory. I'll keep the dirt, because I am going to be using that today. Gravel may as well keep on me. Okay, so the plan for this morning is going to be to go ahead and start terraforming the side of the map, I'm thinking. Either the side or the area somewhat close-ish to the dock. One of the two. I haven't decided yet. I basically just said, hey, I'm in a good mood this morning. I want to stream. What am I gonna stream? Block game. What am I gonna do? Terraform, probably. See how that goes. Or we'll get distracted and change gears entirely. Whichever ends up happening. Let's see. Crafting table. Okay. Gunpowder over here. We also need to continue the vaults at some point. That's not what I'm doing today, though. Alright, cloth is up a floor. And sand is also up a floor. Sand and wool are both up here. Sand is over this way. Okay. So, as far as the terraforming goes, we'll just keep gravel and dirt for the time being. I'm trying to think of where I want to do this. And one day I will have a door, and that will be a fantastic day. Cannot wait. Cannot wait for that. Okay. So another thing that I need to do, right, is I need to have, this path kind of go around this way. Have a branch of it. Hold up. Kind of want to start that. Remember when I said, or we get immediately distracted? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Because it needs to, come around here to get to the dock and also to the desert temple. Now, I don't necessarily want to work on that a lot today, but I do want to get the start of it made. Just the very beginnings of it. So 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. Him, it's me again. Hello. Hello, how go, how fare, how do? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good this morning. Hi, not him, didn't see the M, fair enough. Hi, rewards. I immediately got distracted from my terraforming goal with partially continuing the path. I'm not going to work on this right now, but we have the branch off where it's going to do that. And then this will end up coming around to the desert temple, right? It'll come to the desert temple. I'll figure out a block to use for the pathway within the desert. Part of me is thinking sponge, which would be very funny. Very funny little pathway. I see you. I think you're sneaky. Ow. Gotcha. Thought I saw a spider or something over there. Okay. We're done getting shot at. The chat statue. The build ever. This is easily the best build on my world. Easily the single best build on this world. Bro, yesterday you had a power outage and lost 10 hours of progress? Dude. Mate, I'm sorry. That sounds horrid. Thankfully, I don't really need to worry about that with a laptop. But invest in like a power brick. Would recommend. I've heard the horror story of even like a power surge messing everything up. You can get things that kind of like hold on to the power before it goes into your computer. And then from there it's like you got a little bit of a buffer, at least long enough to go ahead and turn things off the right way. Yeah, I saw. I saw this morning whenever I was going to start the stream. We hit 300. I'm gonna wait a little bit to celebrate to see if that ends up changing at all. If I lose any subs, if I gain any. But after I've gained a couple, then I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I'm at 300. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, I don't know if I'm, like, at a higher amount than my old Twitch account, but I hope I am. I think I am. Let me check. Hold up. I think I passed my Twitch a little bit ago, because I, like, gained a couple dozen subs from, like, making a cleaned up upload of one of the... Stop auto-playing someone else's content. Thank you, Twitch. I gained like a couple dozen subs from doing a clean upload of a old little not Minecraft, of the Undertale 10th anniversary thing. Okay, why is my channel not showing up when I look up Phantasop? I guess I'm not an affiliate on there, but do I have to sign in to see my own channel on Twitch? It didn't get deleted, I know that much. Like, my channel should still exist just fine. Now I'm curious as to what's on that. I stopped using Twitch a little while ago. My friends convinced me to switch to YouTube, and as much as I think, like, the streaming itself is a bit, like, I don't know if I'd say better, but, like, it's got a bit more features. I will say, yeah, 270 on Twitch, so I'm quite a bit past it. While it's not, like, inherently better, there's a couple more features in there. But YouTube just automatically archiving the stream is too good for me to pass up. I can't go back. After I griefed, I had this intrusive idea to start the whole thing over again, but planned out everything. Can you put Subway Surfers at the bottom of the screen? I have ADHD. We're gonna have to sacrifice you, Bo. Sorry. You had a good run, Chief. We're gonna have to feed you to the Temple Run players to appease our nations. A sacrifice is due. Good luck, my friend. Yeah, very happy about that. 300 subs is nice. What? Alright. We'll patch up this bit of terrain. I think this is what stopped me from continuing the path over this way to the dock. No, not Juggle Run? You mean Temple Run? What are you on about? Right now, this morning, I'm just doing some general terraforming. I might go ahead and work on continuing the pathways a little bit more after I'm done. It really just depends on how long I'm live. I need to get ready for work around, like, 8:30 this morning, so in, like, 2.5 hours from now-ish. I have a day shift today, so that's why. Right now we're just gonna fill all this in with like a flat layer of dirt. But yeah, I've got some coffee, I've had my breakfast. Got up way earlier than I intended to. Like, I wasn't going to wake up like for another hour from now, but I just kind of woke up before my alarm an hour ago and was like, you know what? Might as well actually be semi-productive with my life. Perchance. Can't just say perchance. You can't. Oh, there's... What is this terrain? There's like so much ground that I need to actively patch up. Slowly but surely, the isometric screenshot is just looking smoother and smoother. I just need stuff to put on that flat terrain, because it is looking kind of emptier as I tear down trees, fix up water and holes. It's almost like looking unnatural just for the fact that it's like a big old plain instead of forests and ponds and all that. I'm a YouTuber dude too. Do you want to do a collaboration? In the polite way, not particularly. Like, namely for the fact of I only really do content stuff with people I actively know, right? The days of collabing with random strangers on the internet are a little bit past me. Like, a little bit in the past. Like, I'm not trying to be mean when I say that, it's just like... There was once a time where I would constantly seek out multiplayer stuff to do. Like, I'd always prefer to stream with other people. And enough nonsense has gone down, just in various communities, that I'm kind of content doing my own thing. Yep. Let's see. The first SMP I ever ran, or not ran, the first SMP I was ever in was run by a pedophile. If that, gives any context for why over the years I'm a little bit tired of working with people. Got my trusted friends, but people are goofy. People are fucking goofy. I let out the swear. I was trying not to. I think that's a fair thing to break character for. Okay. And then just other than that, lesser nonsense. That doesn't quite measure up, but is still annoying. Let's see. So I'm not really in too much of a rush to find more people to do content with. Maybe I will at some point. Maybe if I continue to, like, I say continue. Maybe if I, like, actively decide, hey, I'm going to pursue content a bit more than I am, if I can finally get off my bum and do some editing stuff. But I also don't think that'll be happening anytime soon. This is more of just a fun thing. Let's see here. We're gonna kind of make this terrain come out this way, I'm thinking. Like that. And then kind of circle it around. It's good. Okay. I don't have enough sand to, like, do anything there. But I can, instead of that, just come into there. Okay, there we go. That looks a little bit more natural. Gonna finish a 2-hour-long left YouTube video. Bye. You have fun with that. Enjoy. Take care. Alright. It's good. Pull this terrain. This is just kind of like the border between two of the worlds. So I should try to make it look fairly smooth. Not too concerned with terraforming onto that side right now. It's not a huge priority. I'm more concerned with this part of the map for the time being. This is kind of just like my homeland part of the map. And then okay. That's good. And then going further that way, I'm just not going to worry about for right now. Kind of fill this in a tad bit. And go back to the area that I was terraforming. Good, good. Okay. Now, let's come over here. Finish circling around this little pond area. And that's good. And then I might fill in that bottom area with dirt. So let this drop down just one more spot into where this water is. Ah! Hello, lag spike. Hello, lag spike. One moment. Drinking some coffee. Drinking some coffee. Made a latte this morning. It was very tasty. This is just the coffee that was left over after the latte was made. I could have made a second one, but I don't know why I didn't. I am running low on milk, so I'm just drinking the rest plain, which is still pretty good. I don't know. Maybe I'm insane, but I'm fine with the taste of normal coffee. Raw dog the coffee. Why would I say that? Why would I say that? No. No. The problem with streaming at 6 a.m. Fansazap standard time is the voices. The voices win. The voices. They're winning. Oh no. Okay. Anyways. That nonsense aside. We're almost done with this bit of terrain. And then it will be on to sort of this cliff side, this cliff face. This like outlook that we're gonna have over the water. So that we can go ahead and stare off into the islands. Have a fun time doing that. So I'd like to have the pathway go up there. I don't know if there's a particular build I want to do. But we'll see. At the very least, we'll eventually have the pathway lead up this little hill. It's kind of my vision for that. Even if it's just this simple lookout point to watch the islands. Whenever we have more players, one day trademark. Okay. There we go. I'm not overwhelmingly concerned with torch placement right this second. I say that, but I'm bonking it up, so that does bother me. Okay. That one. There we go. Now we're back in line. Alright, that's one ugly bit of terrain handled. We just gotta get the sand. I will say it's like an interesting kind of like pattern between the sand and the grass and the ground. I wonder if there's anything I could do with that sort of look. Maybe. Perhaps. Alright. Break that. Yeah, sorry if I don't have a whole bunch to say at the moment. I'm just kind of relaxed right now. This is once more just kind of a... I felt like streaming. Thought it'd be a relaxing type of stream instead of a... I'm trying to entertain anyone at all except myself. I do like sharing this world, right? I like having it be something that people can watch and just kind of relax to as well, if that's something that people kind of see it as. I don't know. No clue. So I still keep it as like a... I always stream it whenever I play. Like, this is my Let's Play world. No off-camera mining. took me a while to properly have one that I actually felt attached to, but we're finally there. We're finally there. We did it. Took me long enough. Minecraft YouTuber without a Let's Play. For shame. For shame. Fake content creator. Fake content creator. Okay. So the beach kind of goes into this cliffside. Now, how do I want to go about this? Right. We have... It goes all the way up here. After finishing with InDev, I would love to see a world tour from you. Bet. I mean, there'll be a lot to tour whenever we get to that point. That's for sure. Okay. Thinking about this some more. We have this little outlook. And then it is a good look at that island over there, right? It's a good look over there. However, once it comes back to this area, it's just kind of my face shoved into the back of the boat, which isn't too practical. So what I'm kind of thinking is from this point, like right here, kind of forward, we work on tearing down this bit of terrain, right? Just this whole chunk of dirt. We bring it down to the ground, and we only keep this half of the mountain for our outlook. So we'll kind of flatten it to this point. And then let's go ahead and kind of bring the tip of it out over the water a little bit. Something like this. But yeah, like a world tour once everything is done will be fun. It'll be a big world, just inherently. So there will be a lot to tour. Alright. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. We're gonna kind of go for like a pointy outlook over here, right? And then another 2, right? 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. And then go outwards. So shape-wise, this is kind of what I'm going for. And I just want to kind of expand from here. Now, how I want to go about that, we'll see. And kind of pull this back a little bit. Two, 1, 2. 2, 1 here. This pig is prancing. It's a little goober. Little gloober. Just a little guy. I will hit you with a sword if you get in my way. Okay. I warned you. I warned you. What did I do? I warned you. Let you know what would have happened. What did you do? You ignored it. Like a fool. Absolute rapscallion. Okay. Okay, we'll bring this to 4. I see you. Bring this to 4, and then kind of move the terrain back a little bit. So, like that. I think this cliffside is less of something that I'm going to terraform, and more of just a, this is where I'm doing this look of terrain. Right, like I think I'm gonna pretty much rework this entire bit of ground. So it's more or less what I'm going for right there. Okay. I mean, this is what I'm going for. Like, this is a nice little lookout towards that island. It just doesn't really... Adjust my mic a little bit on accident. Okay. Just doesn't really match with the terrain over here, namely. Like, I'll have to shave a little bit off this side, but it's mostly that side that I'm concerned with. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4... Break you. 3... 3, 4... Three, and then once again wrap around, and then this will just slowly slope up from down there. Four, 3... Like that. 4, 5. It's good. Okay. This whole bit of ground is kind of silly. So I think the 3 here into that, and then just skipping the smooth corner entirely works. Okay. We'll see how I do more of that. Another 3. Another 3. Break that. 2. Bring it around. Three, 3, 2, 1. 3, 3, 2, 1. That matches up with that now. Okay. And then, yeah, this does really just go along this edge of the water, doesn't it? That's gonna save me a little bit of terraforming on this side. Oh, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. I was getting a phone call from my grandpa reminding me to wake up, which... I think I did it. I think I did it, chat. I think we were awake. We pulled it off. No one expected us to do it, but we did it. We woke up. Successfully, might I add. Didn't toss and turn in bed for 4 hours. It's always a win. Okay. Slowly becoming daytime, which means I won't be able to see crap all for a couple of minutes. Is it becoming day or night? It's becoming day. Sunrise. Okay. Three, two, going from that. Here. 3, 2, 3, 2. Do we need to place those? 1. That was an accident. Also, there's a monster somewhere. I heard a player hurt noise. Don't know where the monster is, don't know what flavor it is, but there is a monster somewhere. Somewhere nearby. Huh. Okay, well. Three, two, one. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. Am I messing something up? 2, 2, 1 this way. 2, 2, 1 this way. Okay. And here, if I come down here, how's this looking? Somewhat natural? Somewhat vaguely? The terrain... I'll like build into it once I've finished this ramp that I'm working on, essentially. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Right, 3, 2, and then let's just start moving this in this way. 3, 2, inwards. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Like, I'll kind of flow into it on this side, but first I just want to have this general shape made. At least it's the current idea. 2, 2, blend in. We're pretty close to the ground now. Ow. Okay. What is that splashing noise? Hello, spider. Hiding in the corner, super normal. I'm afraid of no spider now. Okay. Two. It's like just along this line, kind of. 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. And we'll come over to here. 2, 2. 2, 1. 2, 2. Inwards 2. 2. What am I bonking up? Oh, because it's supposed to be right here. 2, 2. Into. And then I think this is the point where we just let the terrain kind of merge in. do that. Okay. The spider is going to drive me mad. That was clean. That was a clean kill. Okay. Love to see it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 2, 2, 3. Say that again. 2, 2, 3. Okay. Just the 1. Okay. And then this meets up with the floor. Okay. Alright. That is the sort of ramp up to it made. Now. Kind of fill this in with dirt so I can see the edge of it. Right. Get it to where I know where it ends, where it starts. We're gonna kind of just dig this out, right? Dig it all out so that all that's left is the spot where I'm doing the ramp. And then once that's done, I'll go ahead and just redo the terrain entirely. Okay. I do want this to kind of like ramp upwards, inwards along the edge. However, I need to like figure out how far it's going to do that before I actively work on that. Which is going to require this basically be shaved down substantially. Okay. Love being blind. Favorite activity, all things considered. Okay. 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2. Alright, that should be that entirely shaved. There's also this whole bit of ground, which I guess I can like build up to and just kind of make into a wall. I'll do some more to make it look more like a rocky outlook once I'm actually working on the sides of it. Though for now, I just want it shaved. I just want this flat wall, basically. Alright. So this is also going to mean the beach can expand a little bit, I think. I'll see how I want to do it. I could also pull something like Sharpedo's Bluff from Mystery Dungeon. Have there be like an inner room to this outcrop. That could be fun. That could be very fun. Hold on. Just like a cozy little room in here. I don't know what I'd put, but it could be fun. Thank you, Lug Spite. Oh, it's like my facing angle. Sorry, I was looking at the little... Oh, I was looking at the little debug screen. Okay. This is a sort of thing that's going to take a little bit of time to actually finish, I can already tell. Finish mining out all this dirt before I go ahead and break the stone here too. Watch it all fall into the ocean, where it's meant to be. Return to the sea. I'm going to turn down my headphone volume a little bit. I love the Minecraft music, but oh my goodness, is it loud? Okay, that's better. For stream, it should be fine. Like, it should be mostly fine, at least. I'll turn it down a little bit. Just a smidgen. That ought to be better. It's going into, like, the yellow on the audio bars on streams. Sleepy. My coffee is gone. All gone. Coffee gone. Breakfast, eat it. We're ready. Ready for a long day. Wah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some goofing around with the beach on this part of it. Which is fine. Fall into the water repeatedly. Why don't I? Swimming! Blub, blub, blub. Blub, blub, blub. It's like a little fish. You are what you eat. Okay. So that's almost this side completely shaved. So then I'll need to work on the other half of this, shave it down, and then I can probably just get rid of that entire sort of mountain terrain on the other side. And then just have the beach end up expanding to there, I think will be the plan. All the stone will kind of bring down. I just want this to stick out like a monolith for right this second. Maybe I should get like a sort of bird's eye view and draw out where it's gonna be. Could be helpful. Could be helpful. Put that there. Okay. So this side is good. This side has been brought down to just the ramp for the time being. Because I kind of want to have it, like, be this point that's over here, right? Like this point, and have it slowly come out towards the bottom. In fact, this, I don't know why it's like this. It should be like continuing this way, kind of. Three, two, that, right? Like, it should be pretty consistent in not tapering off on the edge, actually. Because that's kind of, like, opposite to what I'm trying to do. Fall in the water, why don't I? Sounds like a great plan. Wonderful plan. Let's go swimming. Amazing. Put a couple of torches down. Don't want to get jumped. Okay, 3, 3, 3. Here, hold up. 3, 3. So it's all supposed to match this bit of terrain. So down here actually doesn't matter. Fair enough. Right? Yeah. 'Cause 4. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So all this can go. Shave this down a bit so I know what I'm working with. And I'll continue tearing down that part of the mountain in a little bit, but first I just need the border of this figured out. Okay. Good. I love this ship. I want to do actual stuff on it at some point. I just don't know what yet. Just don't know what quite yet. Three. I think we'll just keep it 3 going downwards. That's what I'm currently thinking. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Come along this side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Once again, make this into a wall just to be consistent. It won't all be dirt whenever we're done, and in fact, most of this will probably spread out a little bit. But this way, it's just a consistent base on both sides, is what I'm going for. Something to build off of. Because then I can, like, flatten out all this ground over there, right? Once I tear down that bit of mountain. Should be good. It's what we be going for. Okay. I do think I might end up needing to make... I might end up needing... Yeah, that's the correct word. That's the correct one. Needing to make another iron shovel understack at some point. We're down to 51. I could always try and blow up the terrain, but I'm a little bit close to the ship to feel safe doing that. So we're gonna not mess with that for the time being. For now, we can just go ahead and manually dig it out. We're not in a huge rush. This is just a little bit more terraforming that I've been intending to do for who knows how long now. I've been meaning to work with this bit of ground ever since we did the ship. Or ever since we did the beach, I think. The beach came before the ship, that's right. I started the beach to have, like, a place to build the ship dock off of, right? Which I do need to continue the beach, or namely pull it back a little bit more on the other half of the world. It's where I want it to be on this half, if I can get a look at it from over here. Like, it goes back as far as I want it to on this side, but you can see over there, it just kind of tapers off awkwardly. Which ain't what I'm going for. Okay. That's fine. We'll just keep smoothing this bit of ground out for the time being. Wonder what these chunk updates are. It's not exactly a day-night transition or anything. Shouldn't be much chunk updates, I don't think. What would be updating them? Is it just random block ticks making grass grow or something, I guess? Maybe? I'm not sure. It's gotta be something like that. It's gotta be. Because we're not in a day-night transition yet, so nothing silly should be happening with the world itself. Also, we're gonna be doing so much digging out. Just realized you're playing in the last in-dev version. I used to so much for InfDev, it felt weird that this version is from 2010 February. No, yeah. Like, final version of InDev, honestly, it has about what I feel you'd expect. There's only one feature in here that I'm genuinely shocked, like, came to the game in InDev. Paintings are a thing. Paintings feel like a beta feature. But no, they were introduced in the last version of InDev, so that's just a thing I have access to. Haven't been taking advantage of it all that much. I should. Ought to find places to put... I could make like an art gallery building. That could be fun. But other than that, it's about what you'd expect from InDev. Pretty basic building stuff. A couple of decorative blocks that shouldn't even be obtainable. It's just paintings are so silly to me that they're, like, already a thing. I want to put some art in the captain's quarters of the ship at some point. That was a place that I meant to decorate. What I'm missing from InDev is signs. It's so funny. Like, signs are so funny to me. Because, like, they were in the game. Just as a goofy, like, spawn this entity with a button. Like the old NPC mob was. Or not NPC, it wasn't called NPC. Just like Steve, the player. Human, that's the word I'm looking for, the human mob. So like the model's been around since Classic. It's just it never got introduced as a block until, I guess, like, probably Alpha? I would guess Alpha, since like multiplayer. Let me check. Currently being tested as entities. Okay, they get added in InfDev. In 607. Okay. Okay, Alpha let you put them on walls and made them not gargantuan. That's what Alpha did. Okay. bring this down to 3. InfDev is just such a weird version range for me. I think it's probably also kind of that middle child of Minecraft eras, right? Like, Alpha gets a bit more feature complete, and it really just blends pretty seamlessly out of InfDev. That's when you get, like, your nether, and you still have the fancy grass and all that stuff. Beta's known just for, like, 90% of the features in the game, plus Beta 1.7.3 existing. InfDev, what does it do? What does it do? The only best thing in InfDev is the terrain that some version has. Fair. I think, like, the other bits, like, the cool reasons to potentially play it would be like, oh, your brick pyramid, your obsidian walls, just a couple of fun little structures, and then you realize, oh, no, wait, those versions don't have saving. So people had to go ahead and make mods for it. You can't even, by default, upgrade the fancy brick pyramid to modern Minecraft. Thank you, Notch. This is what save mod's gonna be for. I'll be damned if I don't get to have my obsidian walls and wander. I don't know how long I'm going to expand it. Like, I guess I'll just have a stream or 2 or 3. Where I just kind of march along as far as I can on the wall. That could be fun. We'll see what we end up doing there. Save mod will be wonderful. Right now it's kind of on the back burner. Oh, I broke my understack. I didn't even realize. It was bound to happen. I'll make a new one later. Yeah, there isn't yet. The one that Lego's working on is planned to hit that version. Just because the whole goal is, like, give every version saving, right? But right now the priority mod being worked on is the multiplayer one for InDev. So once that's done, that'll probably get a bit more focus. I want to say 3.2.5 is pretty much done, right? It just needs the converter bug fixed for the light. But once that's done, and 3.2.5 is pretty much like public release candidate ready, then it'll just be a matter of time before that gets ported to the other couple of versions, since it's being done via a Quilt mod, so it's able to have a level of disconnect that just makes the porting easier. So, soon, trademark. Soon, trademark. I'm excited. It's not something that I need to worry about for a bit. Like, by the time I update to InfDev, save mod will just be done, right? It'll have been long since completed since that point. But until then, sadly, it's not around for other people to use. I want to say there's like, what, prior to this one, 2 InfDev saving mods. There's like Sith's 3.2.5, and then I think someone did a 3.10. But anytime I ever tried to use the 3.10 one, it just broke horribly on my laptop. So I can't actually speak to how good it was. It's like anytime I placed a block that made a shadow, I think is what it was. Like, anytime I placed a block that had air below it, it would crash my game. So, I never really played with, I think it was the 3.10 one. Alright. I don't know exactly how I want this terrain to go, so I'll just kind of mine out this level, or mine it down to this level. I would have to check. Like, it's on not Sith's, Slim's little platform timeline thing. So I'd need to take a look at that to see what version that mod was for. I think that mod existing and being in the state where I just couldn't play the game was what convinced me to commission the save mod, if I remember correctly. It was like, yes, things exist, but I would not call them playable for the purpose of my survival world, at least on my hardware that I was on. And what does exist doesn't cover every version. Which, if I'm doing a world where I'm trying to go ahead and play every version of the game on it, preferably I want to be able to do every version, you know, that's the whole point. And Minecraft, if not known for, like, anything else within the gaming scene, is one of the biggest games for modding. Like, I think the only thing I can think of that challenges it would be, like, Skyrim. I can't think of any other game besides those two that has this massive of a modding scene. So it's like, I think the only logical thing to do is have a mod made for the saving. Unfortunately, I don't have the skill to do that. Fortunately, throw money at the problem until it goes away. This is what having a full-time job does, chat. Or not quite full-time, but 30 hours a week. Can afford to splurge a couple of times. Plus Lego's great and deserves it anyway, so it all balances. It all balances out. Okay. Yeah, my understack is long since dead. Holy crap. That's fine. We'll just use some of this dirt for the terraforming on this side. I'll ask Lego about it at some point. I think the main thing, right, is we were just needing to figure out that converter bug. Because once that's figured out, then we'll be in a very, very nice spot. And even then, I think it's just a matter of somehow limiting the memory that it can use at once. Instead of it... Jesus Christ. Hello, sir. There we go. That terrified me. What was I saying? Just fixing the bug where it's like using more memory than is allocated, or trying to and then running out of memory very quickly because it's like keeping everything in RAM the way it does it. There's no reason for world conversion to take 8 gigabytes of RAM because it's calculating the entire map's light at once and not clearing memory, right? But that's just kind of like inherently how it's working. Kind of with Minecraft, I guess. For the fact of the game doesn't like when it's trying to load the map that it freshly converted. It doesn't like the fact that there isn't light. Like there isn't light data on there. So it makes it. The problem is that it makes it for the entire world at once. Like regardless of what you would say have loaded in at any given point. Upon spawning in, say whatever the spawn chunks would be or whatever. No, it doesn't just load light for that. It does the whole world at once. And it's like, well, I don't know, boss, I don't know. I don't think that's what we wanted. I don't think that was the plan. I don't think that's what we talked about, Minecraft. I blame Notch, personally. How could Notch break save mod? Can't believe this. So once that gets fixed, then it literally is just a matter of like probably a week. And then every version of InfDev will have saving. I just don't know when we're getting that converter bug fixed. I don't think it's very high up on LEGO's priority list. Okay. This is fine. We could always, like, get outside assistance as well if need be. Find some expert Java coder who can blanket it the right way. Okay. We're gonna terraform this ground a bit, like find out what is considered level, and then start working on like the edges of the outlook. Because this hill has been more or less torn down, which is what we were going for. Okay. And this just kind of goes into here, which I think I'll have to do a bit more proper terraforming into it. Like, this beach is going to need to be pulled forward, is what I'm getting at. Or pulled inwards. Pulled that way. That way, that way, that way. So, we'll see how we do that. That's fine. Once I have the time, I'm planning to make a mod that takes a random screenshot while you're that sounds incredible. Yes. Yes. 1,000 times yes. Wait, that'd be sick. I love that. You want to make this available for almost all versions? So, have you heard of Ornitha? Is that a thing that you've toyed with before? I guess if you've messed with the save mod, you would have. But I don't know if you've personally toyed with that. Also here, I'm going to drop a friend request. Yeah, you're in the Discord for that. Nice. Oh, you've not messed... You're in the Discord for Ornitha, aren't you? Oh, I meant just, like, if you knew what the thing was. Just the thing for setting up quilt and fabric and all that. And something you're gonna end up running into then. Word of warning from save mod shenanigans, right? There's a bug in kind of mid-indev to, I want to say, early-ish alpha, where even with the proxy, you can't have sound while using quilt or fabric. So that's something that we've looked into a little bit, and we weren't able to figure out, and I think it'll take someone more familiar with quilt stuff to do it. Me and Lego have kind of been trying to like push the quilt agenda on old block game, which has been kind of silly. So like, whenever I ported the isometric screenshot fix to quilt, like I ported it to quilt so that it can be used in mod loaders. Save mod is written in quilt, and Spore Blossom, the multiplayer one's going to be as well. So, you know, just saying, if you want to help support the agenda whenever you get around to the screenshot stuff. Then again, I don't even think screenshot supports, like, in old versions. Like, not super old ones, at least. Not in dev. I can't take a normal screenshot. I can take a isometric, but if you want to get it working in, like, in dev, classic, all that, you'd need to port screenshots over, I think. Also, I want to say the Minecraft wiki is down right now, which is suboptimal. Not great. I need that. I need my wiki. Okay. Let's pull this back a little bit. All this terrain is going to be kind of reworked once the beach. Not until Alpha 1.2.3. So yeah, like if you're doing a random screenshot mod, that's gonna involve porting screenshots over, which will be kind of funny. I imagine it'd be fairly self-explanatory. Like, I think the screenshot system isn't super dependent on anything in the game itself, but I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. This is notch code. So I don't know. You'd have to tell me how difficult that would be. I couldn't tell you. Okay. This is, like, kind of high up. Like, I don't know why I'm doing it like this. To be fair, I guess the ground will kind of, like, get to that point, but I meant to do the terrain down here. Like that. Okay. I mean, I guess the best hope would be, like, it's a fairly consistent code that just works with anything Java, right? Maybe there's just some inbuilt to whatever libraries are being used. It's not. She's not using fucking libraries, except for Paul's code. Thanks, Paul. I blame Paul. Doesn't Minecraft have some goofy rendering system? Like, fully custom coded or something? I don't remember. God, it's been too long since I've toyed with this. I should know these things. I should know these things. I blame Paul. Paul, how could you? You and your code. Ugh. Breaking my sound. Ugh. Blech. Blech. Okay. Stop making dying bird noises. Alright. Alright. Yeah. So do you, like, know Java stuff? Even if it's, like, your first mod, is that just something you've toyed with before in terms of, like, the programming language, or would it be your first Java project as well? For me, it's something that I want to, like, get better at. It's simply a matter of I've not found the time to dedicate myself to, like, working with it. Because I've generally been good at picking up stuff about programming languages since I've been younger, and I've toyed with some before, but never in, like, a super advanced capacity. I can vaguely stumble my way through some modding stuff, but I'd be lying if I didn't say, like, Lego was helping me far more than I'd like. Mainly coded in C# because of school, but I was always interested in Java. That's fair. I mean, like, if you're highly proficient in any given programming language, you should probably be able to pick up other ones. Like, I'd mainly done just some Python stuff when I was younger, which isn't quite as, like, complicated as I'd like. I think Python and maybe some C. It's been so long. This is one of those things where I say I peaked in high school. I went to college for comp sci and I was doing pretty decent-ish. But then depression hit and I just didn't keep up as much as I needed to with class. So even that kind of felt like wasted time. So maybe one day we'll toy with that again. At the very least, I'd like to start getting used to Java modding stuff, but I have so many other things on my plate. Just project-wise. I need to continue Space World mods. That's high up on the priority list. If I would stop spending every ounce of free time I had in my Minecraft world, but in all fairness, Space World mods took up most of my free time for a bit and contributed to that break. The whole 9 months of me streaming once, I wasn't completely off the internet. A good bit of that was also just working on the Cobblemon add-on. So it was some time well spent. Alright. I'm gonna have to, like, fix up this terrain a little bit later. Space mod seems interesting. Oh, no. You probably don't have any ounce of context on this. Basically, right. Not a lot of them about this theme. Okay, so what Space World Mons is, right? It's a Cobblemon add-on. Or if you're just, like, saying this as a complete aside, that's also a possibility. Fair enough. It's a Cobblemon add-on that adds just completely scrapped Pokemon into the game. Welcome back. So basically, right, it's named after Space World, which is I don't know if it's still happening. Like, I don't know if it's a thing anymore. Basically, it was like a Nintendo exclusive E3 to Japan that existed for a while. And so it's named after that for the 1997 Pokemon Gold and Silver Space World demo, which essentially, for the longest time, we didn't know a lot about it, except for, like, one very major thing. The Space World demo of Gold and Silver had different starters. We didn't have actual pictures of them for a good while, until, like, semi-recently some had been, like, some resurfaced. But not Totodile and Cyndaquil. Explicitly different starters than those fellas. Which was insane, right? Now, the demo we never had for the longest time. It was kind of like the holy grail of Pokemon content. If we ever got that one day, like, here are a couple of Pokemon that got cut, who knows what else the demo could be hiding, right? And eventually, the Giga Leak happened, the Nintendo Giga Leak, and lo and behold, from one of, like, the testing things that Nintendo has, right? They have a little program where you would send in, like, your prototypes as they were being developed, right? And it'd be tested properly to, like, make sure it works on all versions of the hardware as development's happening. So, like, make sure it works across each of the intended devices. Say for a Game Boy game. Got head pain, going to chill. Bye! Say for, like, a Game Boy game, they'd make sure it works on the Color, the normal one. I want to say there was, like, one with a backlit screen, maybe. They'd make sure it works on that. Just general testing across all compatible hardware for the device, for the game, right? And so amongst stuff found for that within the Giga Leak, there it was. This one demo thought completely lost to time. And lo and behold, within it, there was a whole bunch of cut Pokemon. Metric crap done. As well as, like, changed designs. The whole 9 yards. And so, from that, the project started from a person called Sandmeister, right? This is going back to the Cobblemon thing. To go ahead and, like, add some Pokemon from it. And it's since kind of evolved into a thing planning to add every cut Pokemon ever. At least that we have designs for. So things like the Gen 1 back sprites, stuff from the Terra leak. It's a big project. Big project. And so that's where a good bit of my time went during that big old break. We have like so many fellas just lined up for the next update. So many different Pokemon pretty much ready to go. But because of that, and because I've had like work and just other stuff, it's kind of in a point right now where I just haven't sat time aside to go ahead and implement all the fellas. Because I'm the main person like doing the data side and the implementation of assets for the pack. So that's been something that's been on the back burner, been planned. I need to go ahead and get out of my development break from that and pull my weight once more. I had to do like a whole weird system for it to go ahead and have the Pokemon like not conflict with certain things, right? Because one of the problems within the pack, one of the big dev problems that we had, and kind of what got me to be the main person doing the implementation of crap, was from Red and Blue, right? Amongst the Giga League stuff, we got some assets from the development of Red and Blue, right? Quite a bit of stuff. Pretty nice little treasure trove. And amongst that, we got back sprites for cut Gen 1 Pokemon. And included amongst them, and we know exactly what this is because this was one of the Pokemon that did have evolution data, we got Gorochu. We have the back sprite for Gorochu, which was the cut Raichu evolution from Gen 1. I don't know if, like... Hello, sir. I don't know how much you know about Pokemon stuff, so maybe it sounds like I'm mad rambling, but I don't care, I'm having fun. We got the back sprite for the cut Gorochu. Now, the thing about this Pokemon, right, thing about it, is Pikachu's popular. Shocking, I know. Absolutely crazy. Your grandmother has heard of Pikachu. That's how crazy. That's how crazy it gets. But with that being said, not really, but I don't hate it, fair. Like, Pikachu is very popular, very well known, so obviously a cut evolution in the Pikachu line is going to be just grasped onto by the community. We already knew that it was a thing, like the reason we have the name Gorochu. We know it's a thing from an interview that was done with the person that designed Pikachu itself. And the only reason it didn't make the cut was, like, for balancing purposes. That's it. We were this close to Pikachu being a 3-stage line. And so with that, we have a good amount of packs in Gobblemon, just a good couple of add-ons, that went ahead and added Gorochu, right? Various fan designs, some closer to the thing than others. Because it makes sense, right? Like, if there's any cut Pokemon that's going to be added, that's, like, one of the big ones. And so, because of that, we had compatibility issues with a couple of packs, right? Just given the general file naming scheme of things, we'd have, like, assets trying to overlap. So there was, like, a whole system that I had to set up of, like, a different namespaced folder, but I couldn't have the species under it, I learned, because it would break battling and catching and do a bunch of goofy bugs that you don't expect from something that otherwise looked supported. So then I had to do, like, a whole system where, because I didn't want to rename every single file and have to remember to rename every single file and, like, change the species ID of all the things. I wanted them to just be their species name. So the end system I came up with is, like, every single Pokemon in our pack is considered, like, a form exclusive to our pack of the species. And then we let the default file, like, we don't use the default species file for any Pokemon in our pack. We always use the form when, like, referencing spawning or anything. And so other packs can go ahead, overwrite the default species thing, and it just doesn't affect us. So any compatibility issues, if someone manages to make one happen, I don't think it's on us. I don't think it's on our dev team. But after I set up that whole nonsense, I've kind of become the main person that does stuff with the pack, just because I have it, like, laid out in a way that I know about, right? I tried to make it easy to work with. However, by default, I'm still the one that's experienced with the system, so usually it defaults to me doing implementation stuff, which is kind of why, like, I'm the person doing most development on it. Which means that when I take a big-ass break to play my Minecraft world a lot and then work at a KFC, not really pulling my weight there. So I gotta work on that one of these days. Maybe I'll stream it. That could be a fun thing. Could be a fun stream. Don't know how many people would really stop by for that, but that's not really the point. I kind of just want to do it. Been intending to stream it for some time, and I keep getting distracted by literally anything else, because I have the attention span of a little worm. Little worm. Little worm. That's my attention span. Right there. Okay. That's my mad ramble done for the day. Mad ramble complete. Alright, we'll go ahead, finish, like, replacing this ground with grass for now. Is most of it going to end up becoming sand later? Yeah, probably. That's not really a current me problem. For now, I'd rather it be grass so that it looks somewhat consistent. And while I was doing that long ramble, we have pretty much shaved that down, which is good. So that's like halfway done towards having the... What's it? It's like halfway done to having the outlook done. Having that complete. Just gonna toss cobble all over the place. I don't really need it. My chests are already completely full of that stuff. Could have a bigger storage system, but... Let's see. KFC would be the best restaurant in my country, but in my country, that restaurant is so badly managed and they make the meat so poorly, it's really embarrassing. I am so sorry. Technically, I don't work at a KFC. I work at, like, a joint KFC Taco Bell, and I work the Taco Bell side. But KFC is... KFC is the same amount of syllables. What am I waffling about? It'd be just as quick to say Taco Bell. Well, Taco Bell, KFC. Yeah, that takes the same amount of time. It's close enough. It doesn't matter which one I work at. I work at a building that has both. I can say either at my discretion. Sue me. But yeah, KFC tastes damn good. I agree with that. I don't know how, like... I guess I do know how. Corporate can be stupid if they're not letting you get good stuff, like, sent in. Then I guess it could be pretty crappy. I do have work in... what, 2.5 hours right now? Yeah, 2.5 hours. I have to walk today, just because my grandpa normally gives me a ride, right? But it's currently out doing something this morning, so. I'll go ahead and walk today. I'll give myself like an hour to get there, should be plenty of time. I want to say it should be pretty nice outside. Like, maybe a bit gloomy, maybe a bit cold, but I'd rather a bit cold for a walk than toasty, right? I feel like that's a fair thing to say. I don't need this cobble, I'd rather take the single piece of coal. I don't need either of them, but if I had to pick what's taking up inventory space, it'd be the thing that I don't have 2 double chests full of. +1. Let's see. +1. Oh, you don't like the heat either? Yeah. I'm not a warmth person. I think I'm just generally... I'm not a warmth person because I'm a warm person, I think. Like, I feel like half the time I'm overheating. So, like, if I can have a temperature drop, I will gladly take it. Doesn't help that I live in the Midwest where, like, the temperature really just it does whatever the heck it wants, right? Which isn't great, isn't swell, but what can you do? What can you do? I am very happy with myself for getting up this early today. Because new episodes of Has Been tomorrow, right? Tomorrow at 2 a.m. my time. Which, no, I'm not watching that at 2 a.m. I work tomorrow. I work tomorrow in the morning. But, because I'm actually getting up and somewhat setting my sleep schedule for the next day, I'll be able to watch it before work. I'll have time, which will be great. I am looking forward to that. I'm so excited for the ending. Dude. 40 minutes for the last episode of the season. This is what we've been needing. This is it. I was already so happy about, like, the 30-minute episodes this season. Because just, like, any extra runtime is good, and it's clearly been helping. Like, the quality increase this season has been astounding. A 40-minute finale? Peak. Absolute peak cinema. Peak cement. That's what it is. Okay. Big stretch. Pop every bone in my spine. Save the game right quick. Alright. How's my back doing? Back's doing fine. Okay. So we've kind of gotten the terrain made to how I want it to be on either side of it. So now I really just have this outlook to work with. What Alistair's planning in that deal with Vox? Yeah? I love Vox. Vox is such a good character. Such a good villain. Adam was just kind of a loudmouth who, like, dipped for half the season, showed up at the end. He was a fun character. But, like, I feel like Vox is just a league's better villain. You know? Okay. So we'll kind of, like, bring this out from here. Like, come to the 3 on either side. Okay. And we're just gonna slowly expand this. bit by bit. Okay, onto this side. Vox is one of those characters where it's like, they're a terrible person, and I know I've seen the Has-Been Reddit, right? If anyone's seen the Has-Been Hotel Reddit, it's kind of a shit show at times. I participate in it because it's fun. It's like fun to talk to people. But I'm not going to lie and say the fan base doesn't have some freaking goofy people. But Vox is one of those characters where if anyone tries to be like, oh, you like this horrible, horrible person? Look at the things he's doing. Look at what he did to Angel Dust. Yes. That's why I love him. I love every second on screen because every time he shows up, it makes me cheer for him getting his ass beat whenever it inevitably happens. Every horrible action that man does is going to make him getting his butt handed to him so satisfying. And I'm waiting for it. I'm ready. The stream's laggy a bit. Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me. What's my... It dropped a couple of frames not too long ago. It happens. I need to, like, change this to be... Here, we're gonna set the output when... Oh! Oh, my OBS is, like, flashing. I don't like that. Okay, I can't actually change my video settings while... Yo! Dude! Wait, that's sick! Sorry, I was looking at, like, some messages that popped up in the Space World Mon's Discord. Someone did animations for one of the Pokemon and it just looks so cool. Okay. Hold up. Can I... Windowed game. Can I switch this to Discord? I can. Sneak peek, chat. Sneak peek. Now what is to come? Dude, that's clean. I love that. He's flying. He's flying. Oh, he's a flyer. Alright, back to Wander. That'll be fun to implement. Okay. Let's go ahead, bring this back this way, another 2. Alright. Smooth? I know. Dude. Okay. Sorry, that put me in a good mood. 3, 3. So it's that second bit. 3, 3. Alright. And then continue downwards. 1, 2, 3. 1 now. 3 now. 2, 3. 1, 2. Alright, I'm liking this. And then I can just slowly kind of expand it outwards a little bit. I'm thinking this one. The goal is to kind of like smoothly transition this into the ground over here, and then kind of like break the terrain above it so it's like pointy. Ow. That right? Yeah, 3, 3, 3, 3. And it's from what? The second one once again? Or no, it's coming out from the third. Okay. To this one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to transition into the ground very nicely. Two. Like that. Okay. So you can kind of do that a little bit, just to make it work good. So that's nice. Okay. You gotta go make yourself something for lunch. Bye. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. Okay. We'll go ahead. 1, 2. Come along this one. 2. Like that. Kind of like it going to 3. I think it just makes it consistent. Then again, on this side, it's like... Oh no. Do that. And this is probably as high as I'm making this general bit of terrain. Okay. It's good. Do that. Have it kind of come in this way. And then that transitions up good. Okay, that's what I'm going for. Now, as for the sand... I'll, like, replace the dirt with sand later. I'll know where I want to do it. It'll make sense at some point. Good. Black spike. Delicious. Very tasty, very tasty. Okay. Do that. Okay. that's the sort of terrain transition I'm going for. Get some torches down. Have the grass expand a little bit. Now that that's done, I can go ahead, bring these walls down, and it'll just be a matter of kind of filling in the cliff a little bit. Like making it go pointier, I'm thinking. Now I can always do like a sort of, like, I'm thinking. I have no brain, but I must think. Hello, sheep. I will stab you if you keep getting in my way. Here, you're trapped. Skill issue. Buried alive. What are you gonna do about it, punk? Okay. It's good. Okay. Okay, I like that. That's good. So now both sides have their sort of transition into the outlook, into the outcrop. That's the word, outcrop. I've been saying outlook this whole time. It's like, what, the Microsoft thing, I think? It's one of their programs. One of them, I think. Probably, perchance. Can't just say that. Put torches down for now, even if I'm going to have to swap them out later. It's fine. That's fine. Okay. It's good. Can't really put stuff up against there. This whole hill seems to be good. And now I have my nice little view of here. So do I want to go ahead and... Thinking. I don't think I want to have a room there. Just because it's like, what would I put? Well, it doesn't have to be a big room. It can be a small one. But I'd also have to decide, like, where it's going to. Like, put down a torch there. Be to here. So let's go ahead and like kind of fill in there a little bit. Gotta get the floor of it. Because that's gonna kind of change how I go about terraforming this area. That's not bad. That ain't bad at all. Okay. And right now I'm building this out of dirt, but I would switch that out with stone. So give it like that Sharpedo's Bluff kinda mouth to it almost. Okay. Let's get over to here. Like that. Okay. We dig in just a smidgen. Kind of expand this just on the inside of it. And we'll even put down like a torch in here, just to be able to see. Ow. Keep that there. And I'm thinking I'll have like a little slab stepway up to this layer. So the rest of it will be down here. Like that. Okay. Okay. And it can just be a cute little room in here. We'll have like stone for the wall. We'll do something along those lines. Fall down once again. Why don't I? We really are just doing Sharpedo Bluff, aren't we? Oh my goodness. Like, this literally is just that. Do I want to do one at the tip? Kinda got like that mouth shape to it. Gotta have the teeth. Have the teeth. Here, we do one there. One there, one there. No. Thinking. Do I want it there? So you can like have the mouth look more open? Alright. I'm not gonna give it like its eyes and fin. But I will put like a tree up there or something, I'm thinking. Alright, I can work with that. I'll need a proper stone understack, I'm thinking. Do something like that for right now. This is something that I'm going to just need the... I'm gonna need a stone understack for, so I can, like, go a bit more in depth than I currently am. Because for now, this is gonna look kind of silly, with just the dirt. But then I can, like, come up here. That's good. And let's get over here. Oh, that was that was convenient. Nice. Okay. Come back down this way. I still need stone to, like, kind of change the walls to be how I want them to, but... make this look somewhat natural. I'm liking that. I am very much liking that. Okay. Here, dig up 2 blocks. That. Good, and bring this in a little bit. Do that instead. And let's kind of come up here a little bit. Fall down. Here, pillar. I think we only need the one. Okay. Put that there. And then up here still looks good. So I have like a nice lookout point here. If I can get back into the sort of mouth of that, then I can do some stuff there. Gonna need the night to transition before I do much more there. Okay. Back into the mouth. Bring this down. Just make our cozy little cove. I wish I could see. It'd be lovely. It'd be great. Be swell. Okay, that is kind of nice, though. Just this peaking point. We'll have like a 3 thing there, and then a sort of like pillars on the side, I'm thinking. So that's where I want the torch. It's gonna be a cramped room, it's gonna be a cozy room, but it will look good. I'll just need to think of the way in. Probably like a stairway down from the top. Okay, that's good. Night's transitioned, so I can actively see what I'm doing. Alright. Back up here. It's good. Alright. Oh, I need to like bring this down. That's part of what's throwing me off. Okay. There. Got that. Okay. How's this looking? Can do something like that, maybe? That works. And bring that out one. that out one over here, like that. Okay. I think that's the very basics of the wall good. So now all that I'll really have left to do next stream in terms of this, because I do need to go ahead and end and get ready for work, since I don't think I'll be having a ride today and I need to get ready to walk. I think all that I really need to do is like get more of this to be stone to kind of like make it smoother, and then I kind of do want to do like a fin, kind of hit that shark look. That could be very cool. Like, I'm not making it Sharpedo, because I'm not, this isn't Pokemon, but stealing the shark vibe from it could be funny. Okay, hold up. Break that. And then kind of weight it towards the side. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That. Four. I have to, like, make it into a proper, like, outcrop up here. Do it like that. Let me think about this. Like that. Then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Oh. Okay, how's this looking from down at the bottom? I know I want to do a sort of fin to it, but... Okay. That's going to look so good if I do this right. Hold up. So now that we've got like the base look of the outcrop, two, three. 3. Good. Oh, people are home. Wasn't really expecting that. Thought I'd have to walk. Okay. Like that. For that, thank you. I'm gonna break this one. Just have one on each side. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That and like that. Here. Okay. Suddenly, my available time has just gotten a lot higher. Okay. Dude. Okay, we're gonna wait for it to become daytime fully. Let me go ahead and close the door. Let me mute real quick, actually. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Look at that. It feels like a big-ass shark coming out of the water. Or coming out of the ground, ready to eat the water. So I guess like we'll have a little stairway going down beneath the fin. That's what I'm thinking. We're gonna go ahead and get our stone understack real quick. And I could maybe use the cobble for like sort of jagged stones nearby. Dude, that's gonna look so cool on the isometric. Hold up. Once we're done with that, I need to take the isometric screeny and see how that's looking, cause oh boy. Like from here, it's nothing of too much note, right? But from over there, it's gonna be great. We'll use like a bit of stone beneath the fin as well, just to break up the look of it a little bit, so that it's not too much just like a little dirt stack from over here. also grab some saplings, I'm thinking. Here we'll take about that much. Don't need all my cobble. Sand put in here. Good. Keep the dirt that I have on me. Go ahead, grab some saplings. And anything else? Slabs. I want some slabs. Okay. Yeah, suddenly I have a lot more time for stream. Originally, I was gonna have to start, like, walking in 40 minutes, but my grandpa is here now, so that means I have a ride, which means I can go up until, like, 9:20. I can go for another hour if I want. Probably just go until 9, because I might want to eat something, I'm not sure. Probably not. Probably eat something, but I still do need to get ready for work eventually. It's just now the time it's going to take me to get there is dropped substantially. Okay, I thought I had hit caps lock earlier. Guess not. Okay. Dude. I'm very happy with, like, the big ol' shark look that we're getting. I didn't want to just make Sharpedo bluff, but it's kind of what's going on here. Do 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 do. Okay. I'm fine with there being a lot of dirt on top of it. I just need to, like, transition into that a bit more. Do I want the mall to be out of dirt? I kind of do. I think that looks good. So you have, like, the grass on the teeth. Okay. So it's kind of match this general height. We got, like, at the end about that much. Okay. Good. Take that and this one. I think it was like, was it higher? Oh no, I think that's about right. Okay. Here we'll do to here. Okay. And then up there I need to, like, make it not dirt because I don't want that one piece of grass. Or I need to make it not air there. There we go. It's because there was air that was growing. Okay. Then we come around this way. Alright. I like how the dirt kind of wraps downwards. That's clean. Such a good look. Holy crap. Wait. I didn't expect it to come out this good. Dude. Okay. And then I guess we'll kind of like do some sort of jagged stones coming out. It's kind of what I'm feeling. No, no. I want a clear view of the shark. Thinking about it, I could make these big old pointy rocks, but I want to be able to clearly see the shark from the side. Okay. So no to the pointy stones. No to the pointy stones. We tried it. I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it. Clear view of the shark, and then we'll come up top and we'll kind of like make the underside of the fin have stone. And we'll have it be like a 2 blocks from the top type of thing. Fall off and break my ankles, why don't I? Sounds great, sounds lovely. Absolutely phenomenal. Come over to this side. And same with this. Do I want to have it go one more in? Or do I want to have it, like, come one out so that one block of it's 3? I think I want to do that. Okay. So we'll put one there as well. So do that, and then have this one be 3. My only problem is let's keep that one like that. That's good. That's fine. Okay. Break that. And do that. That, maybe? Okay. Do I like that? Kind of. Put one there, put one there. Guess it does just kind of look the same on both sides from that. Which isn't really what I'm going for. Like, finely sculpting this. Okay. I do like that. So now just the sort of end of it becomes stone. Which should look good from down here, but it also means that, like, from the back it doesn't quite just look like a dirt pillar. I like that. I like that a lot. I think if I had, like, ore in it, it could look even better. Let's go ahead and put some trees up top. Shit. Okay, we're good. Almost broke my axe stack again. Okay. Yeah, lag spike. Hello, pigs. Alright, that'll be a good couple of trees up top. These pigs are driving me a little bit mad. It's the fact that they can push me. Die. Okay. That's good. Don't want any trees on, like, an edge. Okay. So we'll wait for these trees to grow. I don't want there to be any at the very top, actually. I'm fine with, like, them being kind of along the back, but I want the tip of this to be pretty clear. Just so I have, like, a nice clean view of the fin. So, like, that works. Okay. And we can have, like, a pathway go through here. And then down this way into the shark. I think. I don't know quite where this will match up from. Like, we have a room in here. We just need to do something with it. We have to have a way to get in. Okay. Okay, so this little air pocket. Deal with all these. I want to make sure I have, like, as much space available to me as I can. Right here is gonna kind of be like where pillars are. I don't think I'll keep them made out of stone, but that's just a little marker for now. 3, 3. Like, I don't want it to be a massive room, but if I can just have a nice little space available. Good. fill this area up a good bit. Okay. That works. Let's keep it like that, just for a little bit of a haul. Not a huge one, but something. Okay. And then 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Something like that. Can bring this back slightly. So that kind of blends a little bit better to what I'm doing. No. I don't need like that point. That point is throwing me off. Something like that, maybe? Okay. Hold up. That ain't bad. And then... Here, break that. 3... 1, 2... 3... Kind of just tear this whole bit down. And then the path can lead, like, directly into here. Okay. Break that. Replace that. Get rid of the hole. Break the hole by filling it in. Okay. Alright. And then... what we'll do is kind of like make the terrain a little bit more natural. Like that. Like that. So this almost feels like a cavern of sorts going down into here. Oh, get stuck in a tree. Why don't I? I like that. This sort of forested grove going down into the pathway. And then inside of here, we'll make the floor be stone. Or at least... I want it to feel cozy in here, so I don't think stone is the right thing. But going up to, like, the doorway of it, it can be stone. And then kind of, like, transition out of the stone. And then over here, we'll make the walls have some stone to it. Put the torch back down. Just keep this whole area lit up. Okay. The walls can be stone. Like, that makes sense for the inside, but... Four... 3... And... put one more there. This one down there. I like that a lot. Holy crap. Alright, I need wood. Right. Just so I can go ahead and, like... here. 2, 3, you. Dude. Also, what's this looking like from the side with the trees? That's something I need to see. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Okay. Let's return to base, grab some logs to work with, and then kind of make the inside of there feel nice and cozy. Kind of feeling a leaf roof for the inside. Because, yeah, now if I look over at it, it looks a lot more natural with the trees and the stone. Get out of my way. I'm gonna kill you. Bye. And so now the pathway has somewhere to lead to over there, which is good, which is great. Okay. And since we're working on the inside of that, and it's broad daylight, I'm going to take that isometric right now, so we have a nice, clean look at the map. And then I'll go ahead and save the game. Give it a moment. Okay. Save. Save. Wander. Save. Go. Okay. Grab the logs. Grab the leaves. I've got cobble. Put a good bit of dirt back in here so we have inventory space. Two stacks of dirt should be enough for anything I might need. And logs are over here. Stack will be good. Leaves, grab 2 stacks. And okay. The rest should be fine. Maybe grab another, like, 2 stacks of stone. Just so I don't end up running out. We're getting very low on what we've got. But it is a renewable resource, technically. Not renewable, but... I can make more stone from smelting it. From smelting cobble. That is a feature, I want to say. And so once I've done that, then I'll be in a pretty good spot if we ever did run out of stuff in the chest, because then I can just understack it and be fine. Dude. I am very happy with how this little, like, bluff is coming out. What do we call it? Like, I can't call it Sharpedo Bluff, even if it's a shark. It's not Sharpedo. It's just, you know, highly inspired by it. Okay, put this one down there. Should have space to grow. I didn't realize this was, like, on a corner. Oops. Probably wasn't whenever I built it, to be fair. Now it's good. Okay. Let's go ahead, break this. Oh, shit. Okay. Here, that's gotta stay stone. It's fine. We're just sitting where the floor will be. So it's not like that actually gets in the way of anything. I don't have to have the pillars go down inside the floor. That'd be silly. Alright. We can have planks. I kind of want the center to be cobble. Is what I'm thinking. Like, I want there to be some cobble in here. I think that'll just add to the vibes. Yeah, I'm feeling this. This feels good. Okay. Go ahead and put down some wood. Like that. So we'll do these sort of double pillars on each side. Come on. I didn't make the pillar here yet. Fair enough. Okay, hold up. We got one exposed block of wood. What we'll do is that. That still looks good. Okay. Glad to see that didn't bonk anything up. Put a piece of dirt there as well. Keep that looking smooth. Okay. Do I want to have, like, a proper doorway? I guess, like, I can do something with cobble. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, oops. There we go. Take the 49 stack. And then let this one come inwards. Okay, I like that. I'm liking that. Little mini staircase to look out our little window there. And okay. Shit! Damn it. Okay. That was really unfortunate. Thankfully it's inside of here, so that didn't cause too much damage. Damn it. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, I have to, like, rework this again. That's the first time one snuck up on me in a long time. I'll give it some credit. Just trying to prevent my cool-ass build. Can't stand the sight, can't stand the sight. Okay. So that's gonna have to stay dirt just for the layout of things, which is fine. We'll give this like one more block in height. Brother. It's absolute goober. Like that. Okay. It's repaired. We're gonna save the game in case another guy tries to do anything funny. I don't want this shark getting demolished. Okay, I need torches back down. Good. I don't trust that entranceway. All it takes is one creeper to ruin your day. Okay. It's good. And then, can I go up one more? No. That is the ceiling, so. Do a little leaf roof. Okay, I think this should be consistent in terms of... Here. I don't want this going to the floor at all. It's good. And then let's make the floor be all cobble, just to be nice and consistent. That's cute. And then we'll do like a little plank ring in the middle, maybe. For no reason other than I think it looks neat. Okay. I like this. This is cute. Do I want to put, like, torches on the teeth? Okay, I can't actually get out from here. So... do that. Alright. So now our little inner part's good. Save the game right quick. So now I just want it to become daytime so I can get a nice clear view of the shark. But dude, plus having the fin up here means that I can have a nice clean view, nice high up view of the island. This is even taller than it was before. 2, 1, 2, 3, do. You can tell it's becoming daytime from the light not updating. Love to see it. Man, look at that. Look at that island over there. Isn't that pretty? Sun is rising. Okay. We'll wait for it to be up completely, and then I'll get a screenshot of the old shark. Shark Ridge. Or Bluff. Or Point. Shark Point. Jaw Point? That could be cool. That's a cool name. Jaw Point. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad at naming things. Maybe I just shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't name things. I can also get like a look of it from here. Man. I didn't expect this to, like, come out as good as it did. I was just kind of, like, nonsense terraforming, right? Just getting some work done. But, oh my goodness, has this come out good. Look at that. Like, I'll need to do some sand to make the beach go all the way over. I can do that. That'll be, like, the last thing I do for the day. So that I can get that really nice and clean screenshot. Oh, but if I'm not fast enough, then I'll have to wait an entire day for another clear view of it. Which won't be great. You know what, it's just becoming morning right now. I can do it. I can do it. I can be quick. I can be fast. I can be speedy. save the game real quick, so that way, if I'm not quick enough, I'm just gonna load, so I can go back and get a screenshot of it as is. I want a clear day view look at the shark. The sand is just a plus side to make that screenshot really feel complete. Okay. Get like 3 stacks of the stuff, should be good. Should be good to finish it. Okay. In we go. Drop down this floor over here. 2, 3. Okay. Up. Run, run, run. Gotta beat the daytime. I think we have time. No, the sun's already almost at noon. Days go by so quick in this version. I feel like it's constantly shifting between day and night. Okay. It doesn't help that I can't sprint. Like, otherwise this would be easily just the amount I need. Okay. Just the amount of time I need. Because it's already pretty much noon. I'd love to see if I can't get a view of the sun going through the shark's mouth. Good. And then down here, leave that one piece of stone there. Okay. Just gotta fill all this in. Do that there. And break these down. Okay, good. Save the game. Screenshot time. Screenshot time. Okay. Hide my hand. Options. Show FPS off. And Windows Shift S. Dude. Okay. That came out so good. Saving the game once again. Alrighty. Well, with that, I do need to start getting ready for work right away, so thank you all so much for watching. I'm very happy with how this came out. But yeah, I will be seeing you all next time. Goodbye.